All right. Good morning, all. Came on this morning, just gonna be on here for a little bit to just kind of once again share some words of inspiration, hopefully encouragement that will give you a little more strength to just keep moving in life. And because we all need that, I don't care who we are. Everybody needs to be inspired at some point in their lives, encouraged to just keep pushing. And one of the things that I'm hearing a lot and have experienced myself is a lot of people experiencing a lot of being tired. And I know I'm kind of going through that process myself of being tired. I don't know if it's due to the virus or just stressors or just whatever it is. People working, people sick, people who's sick and they're taking care of them, or it's just a lot going on right now. And people are just tired. And so we have to continue to inspire one another, to pray for one another, to stand with others, and be others' strength in a time of weakness. And it's no time for us to just, find things to be critical because somebody may not be up 100%, where they even want to be in their health or in their thoughts or whatever the case may be. I was talking to one of my colleagues on yesterday, and we were just saying we happened to be talking about veterans and the things that they go through with the PTSD and things as such. And I believe that my answer to a conversation we was having is that not only veterans, but we as everyday people are going through maybe a low grade of PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, because we're trying to get on the other side of this virus. And some of us have lost people to this virus, and it's just a lot. And again, it takes a toll. And then I said, but let me add to that, because as clarity, veterans go through PTSD more extensively because of the setting that they've been in overseas. And some of those things they'll never tell us. They'll never share it with anybody. And it's so that we can have the life that we have over here in America, that they went and sacrificed their lives. So it's not to play down what veterans have been through. Never do that. Always respect them, because we don't know all of the things that they witnessed, especially, back in Vietnam, in other wars as well. We are on the other side of that PTSD thing because we're on our homeland with it, And so neither one should be played down. But when you take a look at when people are facing things in life, it's so very hard sometimes for others to understand. Because I heard Terry Anderson say this on Sunday, until it becomes your situation, you don't understand it. You don't appreciate it. And you only look at how somebody else should pay for something that they did until it happens to you or somebody that you love in your life. So that stuck with me. It stuck with me Sunday. But something else is I look at videos on Tyler Perry, and they're motivational talks as well. And I'm saying this morning and taking a little time with it. In tiredness, because I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that because I feel like there's so many people, we're out here and we're saying it and nobody's really paying attention to that. It's not just you tired. It's like everybody's tired. And they're tired for various reasons. And how do we get past that? How do we get past that? And hopefully what I'm going to share this morning will help you and myself. It helped me on yesterday. So to come up with some solutions that we can look at our individual selves and say, I can do this different than what I've been doing it. And I've got to stop focusing on things that don't pertain to me. I got to sometimes it's a time to stay focused on just you. And that's not selfish. That's saying, I've got to step back and I've got to take care of me before I can even think about taking care of somebody else. And it's okay to be tired, because what I learned, let me go back to Tyler Perry when he was saying on yesterday, when we get tired, sometimes that's God just hiding us. He's just hiding us. In other words, he's taking us away from some things that we've been doing, and we're at that point of exhaustion, but he has to hide us so that he can restore us and rejuvenate us, so that when we do come back, we can come back at a better pace, because sometimes we get exhausted. He was saying on yesterday, and I want to use myself as an example. He was saying on yesterday that most people know him as being a funny person, what people see him put out there. But what people don't know is that he went to school, to a seminary school, because he was going to be a preacher. But he said after preaching his first sermon, the pastor that allowed him to do that told him, I understand that this is something that you're looking at doing, but you can reach God in more than one way. And he said, many people may have taken that as a negative, but look what God done. I'm speaking to millions of people, more people than I probably would have spoken to if I had just stayed right there and tried to make that work for me. But why am I saying that this morning? I'm saying it because God can use us in more than one way. He don't use all of us in the same way to reach people, to say things to people, to inspire their lives, to encourage them, to be that leaning shoulder that somebody may need. It don't always have to be in the space that everybody else may think that it should be. And I'm a firm believer. And when I heard him say that yesterday, all I could say was, thank you, Lord. Because you know why? I have been saying that. God can use you in so many ways to reach his people. It's too much work out here to do, because guess what? Let me get back where I was started out at. People are tired. People are looking for somebody to tell them, it's okay to say that I'm not okay. When are we going to learn that everybody, exactly, Jackie, everybody have their own path in life? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All of us, each of us have our own path in life. And we can't get stuck on the way everybody else do it. So something else that he said was, when God hides you, sometimes you feel like everything is falling apart. It's not. God is just hiding you. He's pulling you back from some things because he don't want you to do it that way. He wants you to do it his way. And it's going to be a unique way. Some of the things that you've done in life, some of the things that I've done in life, and he has shown me that I wanted it done this way. I know you wanted to do it that way. But I hid you at a time when you ever been in a situation like nobody saw you, what you was trying to do. It looked like everybody was passing you up, like you was in a race and everybody was passing you up. But no, that wasn't what it was. What it was, and still today I can attest to it. God was just hiding me, and God is just hiding you. So whatever it is that is exhausting you and you're trying to get it done, you know what? Don't be discouraged. Don't let, because you get tired, tell you to throw in the towel. No, look at it like this. God is just hiding me. He's restoring me. He is restructuring me. He is correcting my path. He is giving me some new things, some new ideas. He's putting me at the end of the day on a new path. You may try many things, and it may feel like nothing is working. Everything I do, it seems like it doesn't work. But you know what? Everything that you do, you have a purpose in it. Everything, because God allowed you to do it. Some of the things that I found to be true, and I'm being reminded this morning, thank you again, Jackie, that failure is practice for success. Thank you for that. That's a reminder. Failure is practice for success. We have to fail sometimes to get to our success. You look at successful people that really, I'm talking about, they're at the top of their game now. They're at the top of their game. You know why you can listen to these people? You know why I'm going to say myself, why I listen to various motivational speakers, because I listen to people that's not afraid to talk about their failures, even though now they're at the top of their game. And as I said on yesterday, many people, you wonder why many people are leaving you behind, or leaving just organizations, whatever that organization may be. You say, well, I don't know what happened to so-and-so because they were so faithful, or however you may have said it, or dedicated. You know why? Because you didn't tell them the whole story. You tell people all of the glorious stuff, and you know, it may not have been your intentions. But when you don't tell people the whole story, they looking for the whole story. That, yes, you see me now, but let me tell you about my failures. Let me tell you about them 2 or 3 or 4 things that I tried and they just didn't work out. Let me tell you about some of my pain. Let me tell you about sometimes when I sat up and I cried by myself. Sometimes when I spent all that I had to invest in something and it just seemed like it just didn't work out. No matter what I did, I kept running into these roadblocks. See, that's telling the whole story, because you're talking about the failures. And on the inside of a person, when you failed at something, I'm going to use myself. When I failed at things, I needed somebody that I could tell my failures to and not feel like they couldn't hear me. Because sometimes when God says, you've done all you can do, you have done all you can do, now I need you to listen. And there's been times in my life when God said, I just need you to listen. Shh, I need you to listen. I see what you're doing, but I want to talk to you. I want to tell you what I'm doing. And just because that isn't working out how you thought it should work out, that doesn't mean that I forgot about you. You need to get back in the game, and you need to do what I told you to do, that I gave you the strength to do, that I gave you the desire to do, that I gave you the gift to do. You need to do that. I saw your tears. I saw your frustration. I saw your lack. I saw your loneliness. I saw that. I saw when you believed in something to the highest. And I saw when you put the books down and you put the speeches down and you began to deny some opportunities. I saw you do that. But in all of that, I'm here to tell you, if you just listen, that you've done everything that you can do. Now you step back and let me do what I'm going to do, because I need to take you in a different direction. I need to get you there in a different way. I'm doing this. And when God takes control, guess what? He's the one that takes you to that next level. He's the one that takes you to that point of success where he wants you to be. But he wants you to be there, because he don't want you to be like everybody else. He wants you to be unique in what you do. We play our own selves down. That's not God playing us down. That is us playing us down because things didn't work out like we thought. But God keeps telling us, over in Isaiah, I'm telling you the truth. I love this scripture. I love it. It's one of my favorite scriptures, and I've lived on it for a long time. They that wait upon the Lord, he shall renew thine strength. God said, I know you're tired, but look at my word. I'm going to remind you of something. They that wait, Electra, they that wait, Jacqueline, they that wait, Moretta, they that wait, Letitia, they that wait, Janice, they that wait, Linda, they that wait, he shall renew thine strength. He said, you're going to mount up with wings as eagles. He said that. I'm saying it now, but he said it first. He said it first. He said, you're going to mount up with wings as eagles. You're going to run and you're not going to be weary. And you're going to walk and you're not going to faint. He said it first. And if he said it, I believe it. I believe that I can keep going with what I'm doing. I believe that I'm going to have blocks along the way. But he said that I'm going to mount up. Not mankind. He said it. Jacqueline is going to be offering a writing workshop tonight, a writer's workshop tonight. My technical director on the podcast. See how God starts growing things? Now he's grown not just me, but he's grown Jacqueline, my technical director, into something she's doing, a writer's workshop on her channel. That I'm going to post that information today, again, tonight at 7:00. And she's an author, and she's written 2 books, but she's also helped me as I went through college in my undergrad and graduate school, and looking over different things that I had to turn in, giving me advice. And I know that she knows what she's doing. See how God, when you do something and then God allow you to help somebody else, and then God start not only growing that thing that you're helping with, but he also grows that person that's helping you. See, that's what God is doing, and it can be a chain reaction. It's a chain reaction. Because when you are not selfish just to be selfish, guess what? God will grow you. He'll mount you up with wings as eagles. He'll allow you to run and not be weary. He'll allow you to walk and not faint. He said it first. Now, little niece that has Crohn's, she was one of the individuals that I interviewed. And I looked on her Facebook page, and she'll have a minister that she listens to, and she say, he said it first. And I thought about that. See, you can learn from everybody. You can learn from anybody. Even the person that's doing the worst thing, you know what you learn from that? I don't want to be like that. You can learn from anybody. But see, when you get tired, God said, I want you to learn from me. Learn from me. Repeat my words in your mind, in your heart. I'm not thinking about what somebody else is talking about. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. Believe in me. Trust me. I'm the wind beneath your wings. Stop listening to all this stuff that people telling you that you can't do, that you not gonna be. Just give up on that. It's not worth it. When God said, I'm the one designed you, I created you, everything about you, I know it. I'm the one that stand you up. I'm your leaning post. And you're gonna listen to somebody else that tell you to give up. When I'm telling you, if you just lean on me, no matter what you're doing, and I don't know who all I'm talking to through this video, but I'm telling you what God told me, that if you just wait, they that wait, He gonna renew you. He gonna renew your strength. Sometimes we so subtle and so casual in what we do. We don't think much about what we do, but we praise what everybody else do. Sometimes God say, give yourself some praise. Give yourself some recognition. I made you. Why would you think less of yourself? And I made you. I created you. And you think less of you than you do of everybody else. And you know why I can say that? Because that used to be me. That used to be me. I could see the growth in everybody else but me. And God reminded me, I made you. I created you. Just like I did them. But you don't want to believe what I'm telling you. When I tell you that you above, you not beneath, you don't believe that. When I tell you that you the head, not the tail, you don't believe that. When I tell you that you are more than a conqueror, you don't want to believe that. You want to believe what the world is telling you. And I'm telling you what I know about you. But you don't want to believe me. You don't want to believe me. My word has become less than to you, and I am your God. And how can I be your God and your Savior and the head of your life, but you don't believe me? You don't trust me. Even when I hide you, you begin to feel bad and feel like you want to throw in the towel. You don't understand that I'm hiding you from your enemies. I'm hiding you because I'm restoring you. I'm hiding you because I'm going to do something unique with you. I'm hiding you because when I let you out the gate, you're going to be better than when you were in the gate. When I let you out the gate, when I let some things loose in your life, when I begin to grow you, you're going to know that that's me. Because while I'm hiding you, your enemies will be rampant. They're going to feel free to say the things that they always wanted to say. And some of those things, and I'm not just talking about me, people do that to you. Whoever you are. I know she wasn't going to make it in that. I don't even see why she did that. I don't know why he down there trying to think that he can make that business work. That's crazy. You know the things people say when you're not looking. I'm not talking about when you're looking at them. I'm talking about when you're not looking. But when you're not looking, God is looking. Because he see everything. He know you're tired. He know you're tired. You hear me talk all the time about my daughter, Moretta, and she works, you know, but she also has her spa business. She has her juice business. And sometimes it can become overwhelming. And I got sense enough to know that. And as a mother, I want her to succeed, and I know that she will. But I have to tell her sometimes, you're going to have some roadblocks. You're going to have some peak moments, and you're going to have some down in the valley moments, but you don't throw in the towel. You got to stay with it. You got to look at what God has provided you with. Look at the things around you that he provided you with. And then when you can't talk anymore, when you see like you see the worst of, when you see like, you know, all of us go through and you looking at what you are doing and it seems like it's at a stall, don't you give up. You got to stick with it. Because just like when you was at the peak, God knew you then. Look, now that you're tired, God knows you now. But here's one of the things I'm going to share with y'all this morning that I shared with her. See, when you're at your weak moments, listen to me closely. When you're at your weak moments, here's what people do. Just using a scenario. We say sometimes that people try to sell you wolf cookies, right? I used the scenario with her, and I'm sharing it this morning with you. Don't you let a blind man come along and try to sell you a home. A homeless man. Let me correct that. How can a homeless man sell you a house? How can he? How can a homeless man sell you a house? How can a blind man sell you some glasses? How can he? Can he sell you sight? Can a homeless man sell you a home? See, that's the question I asked my daughter. And then this is how I explained it to her. See, people can't sell you something that they not even at the point or have the resources to sell to you. They're not equipped to sell that to you. And here's what it is. I'm just sharing with you like I shared with her. God will let you know there's some people in your life that comes along and try to sell you some things, some products, some words, stuff that they know. Stuff that they know. They don't even have the capability of doing that. But they'll sell it to you to mess you up. The moral of the story is get around, if you're going to be around some people, get around the people that God sent to you in your circle and not around these people that's selling you wolf cookies. That's the moral of the story. Sometimes God have to move you out of a crowd to put you where you need to be. Because your world is too large. You got to operate in a small world sometimes. You got too many people in it. And the people that you got in it are trying to sell you something that they know that's not going to work for you. Because you know why? They don't even have the capabilities to sell you what they telling you. You got to get away from that. You got to know who you are. And you got to stay focused. In order for you to keep climbing, you have to stay focused. In order for you to get where you're going, you got to stay the course. In order for that thing to become a success, you got to identify with the failures and realize, as Jacqueline is sharing this morning, failure is practice for success. If you never have a failure, how you going to tell somebody else how you made it? And everybody I know, people I know personally, people that I listen to their videos or motivational speeches that they give, they all talk about their failures before they reach their success. Tell the whole story. Tell the whole story. Because people are afraid of perfect people. Yes, they are. Because we all know nobody is perfect. People afraid of that. Because when you trying to display like you got it so together and you so perfect, people tune you off. Because they want to hear the whole story. That's why people are tired. People are tired because they can't, nobody's listening to nobody. Everybody wants you to listen to them, but nobody's listening to you. So you have to bottle that stuff up on the inside. And as soon as you say, I'm depressed, people want to start running and getting away from you. No, that's the time you need to sit down and say, let's talk. Because guess what? All of us got some grade of depression going on. I don't care who we are. And I've been in a depression state. And let me tell you, it don't feel good. I've been there. I may not have been there on the level as many other people, the same level, but I've been there. I've been there. And some of you have been there. And you know what? It don't feel good. But when I, myself, and I'm not ashamed about it, when I got in therapy, that helped me. And I tell people, if you need therapy, that's your business. But there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. See, we don't want to go get help because we think about what everybody else thinks. Who cares what everybody else thinks? You're the only one that can protect your mind. That's why so many of us are tired. We got so much stuff going on mentally. We tired. We trying to juggle so many things. We tired. We trying to please people. We tired. We got people who are sick that we care for. We tired. We are dealing with medical issues ourselves. We tired. Some of us got some wayward children. That boy, that girl, in and out of jail, in and out of prison. That mother, that father, they tired. Some people not even having to go to the prison. They just got some children that they can't get it right. They can't make solid, good decisions. Those parents are tired. It's a lot of different reasons that people are tired. Some people are in unhealthy relationships. They tired. But in all of that, what I've learned, you got to steal away sometimes. You got to get all by yourself. And you got to just listen to God. Listen to what he's saying to you. Sometimes you got to cut out all that chatter. Sometimes you just got to cut it out. You got to shut everything down and just listen to him. Because he said, as you listen to him, I'm not telling you anything that I haven't done myself. Because as you listen to him, he'll tell you what he wants you to do. And it's not to throw in the towel. That's a no-no. It's not to give up. That's a no-no. It's not to tear yourself down. He's telling us, they that wait upon me, I'm going to renew your strength. And you will mount up with wings as eagles. You're going to run and you're not going to be weary. And you're going to walk and you're not going to faint. That's what he's saying to the tired and the weary. I know y'all tired. I know this nation is tired. People all over the world is tired. I know it. But in your tiredness, come talk to me. In your loneliness, come talk to me. In your sadness, come talk to me. In your frustration, come talk to me. In your lack, come talk to me. In your direction. You might have got off course. Come talk to me. Tell me just how you are feeling right now. Tell me. If you upset with me, tell me. God say if you are upset with him, tell him. Tell him. Don't tell nobody else. Tell him. If you feel like you at wit's end and you can't see your way, tell him. If your soul is weary and restless, tell him. He waiting. He want to hear you, but he wants you to tell him. Because he's a great listener. Yes, he is. And he can listen to more than one person at a time. So I'm telling you this morning, we are tired. Many of us. And if we say that we're not, we're being dishonest. We are tired and we are weary. And some of us have lost our way. But you know what? I'm going to say this. When you realize that you done all that you can do, sit down and listen for his voice. Just sit down. Don't get discouraged. Don't lose focus. Sit down. And I always say this, and I mean it. Lord, I don't never want to get in the front of you. Everything that I do, I got to know that I'm doing it for the right reason. I don't never want to get in front of you. I don't never want to just do my own thing. I want to do it because you led me there. Because you spoke to me and you spoke in me. And you know what? He used that speech from Tyler Perry yesterday to remind me something that I've been saying. And he confirmed it. It's true. It's true. I can use anybody I want to in different ways to do the things that I want done. And he does that. But as long as you don't get in front of him, just don't. Talk to him. Before this day is over, talk to him. Spill your heart out to him. Be honest with him. And another thing I've learned, you got to let go of some stuff. Some of us have to let go of some stuff. Some of us have to forgive some people. Some of us have to forgive some situations. We just got to do that so he can grow us. That's something Tyler Perry said yesterday on that video I was listening to. He had to forgive his father. He had to forgive his father before God really grew him. And some of us, we got to forgive some people before God can really grow us. He wants to grow you, but you got to forgive some people. You got to forgive some situations that wasn't comfortable in your childhood. It might have been some things that happened in your marriage. It might have been some things just happened with parents. But God said you got to forgive them. You got to forgive them so I can grow you. And watch how the doors open in your life. Because God won't do so much with you. God want to do so much with you. But he said, I can't do it until you forgive them. And I'm not saying you did something bad. I'm just saying you allowing what they did to you to suppress you. I've dealt with them myself. And so I'm telling you to forgive them so I can continue to bless you. That's what I get from what he spoken to me and what he allowed me to hear. And I'm just sharing what he shared with me to share with you. Because let me tell you, all of us got some things in our life that we have to forgive of others. And some things we got to ask people to forgive of us. So we can be free. All right? So I'm going to go on and get off this morning. I pray that as you go through the day, those who may see this video, that you would enjoy the video and just take your time to listen at it and to just, kind of take in what was shared with me this morning to share with you in hopes that it will inspire and encourage you throughout the day. Now, before I get off this morning, I want to make some announcements. I have my friend and technical director of my podcast, Jacqueline Sarver. She's starting up a writer's workshop, and it's going to start tonight at 7 p.m. Tonight, March 9th, 7 o'clock p.m. And you will go to Jacqueline's Life Well Lived. That's her YouTube channel. So you're going to tune in on her YouTube channel. She's teaching over her channel, okay? So that's Jacqueline's Life Well Lived. Go to my Facebook page, and it should be, she's going to forward some information to me, and you'll be able to click on there, and she's going to give you some directions, I believe, in her upcoming video on how to get on tonight and participate on this writer's workshop. Myself and others are also going to be, and the age, listen, let me stop right here. The age group does not, it's not a cap on the age group. Everybody is welcome, okay, to tune in. If you like to read and you like to write, hey, either or, one or the other. But I'm gonna let her do that because she's the expert at that, and she is she's an author, and I mean just a wonderful writer, and so again, Jacqueline's life well lived, and she's offering up a writer's workshop on tonight at 7 p.m. So hope you join us there. I'll be listening. I'm going to be on there. I could take a lot of pointers. Okay. And I know some others who are also interested in participating. So it's not a fee. It's just tune in and and be a part of it and learn. Okay. So watch for that video coming up on my Facebook sometime today. And then I want to announce on tomorrow night, I'm going to be interviewing Miss Janice Leggett on my podcast, Electra James Inspirational Talk. So she's going to be discussing a view from the classroom, the things that teachers see that parents may not see. So that's going to be Janice Leggett. And it's a very good topic, especially since kids, have been experienced having to leave the actual face-to-face classroom and being taught virtually. But there's a lot of other things that's attached to that in the life of those children. And Miss Leggett is going to share with us her experience and other information that she may want to share on tomorrow night at 6:00. Those podcasts are held again on my YouTube channel, Electra James Inspirational Talks, at 6:00 p.m. Wednesdays. Okay, so that's the second announcement. The third announcement is that next week there's not going to be any morning talks or podcasts. So next week I won't be on for that week because I'm going to be out on spring break. I work for a college, and so we're out on spring break. So I'm going to be on spring break. But I'll see you that upcoming week after spring break. And you all just enjoy the rest of your day. And those of you who are getting ready to go on spring break, enjoy your spring break, but be safe. Be safe out there. Okay? So have a wonderful day. I will see you guys tonight. Those of you want to tune in to Jacqueline's Writer's Workshop. Tune in to Jacqueline's Life Well Lived. And then on Wednesday night, tune in to Electra James Inspirational Talks, that's my podcast on YouTube as well, to listen to Janice Leggett. And I'm going to be interviewing her live on tomorrow night. So everything is live, okay? Nothing's pre-recorded. Everything, what Jacqueline is doing is live. What I'm going to be doing is live. You know what? We're just going to have a good time learning from each other. All right? Y'all take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.